Hi, it's Alpita, and welcome to What Not to Do in Business to Succeed. Today, we are talking about attaching to labels. Okay, so what does that mean? So, labels are, um, well, the first and most important label that people attach to is what they do, their profession, their business, their service, their product. So you'll see a lot of people be like, I'm a yoga teacher. Me, I consider myself a business intuitive. As much as that can be important for you to say that, and sometimes people are looking for a business intuitive or a business coach or a business consultant. I feel I am all three. People are more concerned about what you're going to do for them. Okay. They don't care if you're an underwater fire breathing yoga teacher. What is that going to do for them? You may initially get somebody in the door or interested in you because your product or service is different and unique. But a lot of most people, I shouldn't say a lot, most people want to know what this is going to do for them. So, one of the things that I've done for a long time is make crystal jewelry. So, they're gemstone, semi precious gemstone beaded jewelry, right? And I found that I started selling more pieces when I would talk about the metaphysical properties of these pieces. And not in a way like rose quartz is for love, but what is this piece going to make you feel? What is the spirit it embodies? And these pieces are the Goddess collection. And actually my Etsy is the Gilded Goddess. It's about embodying those characteristics that you want to really bring out in your personality. We all have all the variety of characteristics in our being. It's what do you want to put forward? All right. So one of the pieces I recently sold was called Silver Linings, and it's a little blue Christopraise and silver cultured pearls, right? And so the feeling that I get from that, the impression I got when I read what Christopraise and pearls are about, the feeling that evokes for me is silver linings. So the little tagline and the little card that goes with the piece says something to the effect of when life gives you lemons and you embrace the silver linings, you serve your haters the sweetest lemonade. And as much as it's a beautiful piece, I know that little tagline, that little story about what that piece is going to do for you is part of the reason the piece sold. Okay? Because I've put my pieces out there before with no story, with no just like, okay, this is blah 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 blah, whatever. And sometimes it sells. I had a piece sell on Etsy because it was aquamarine and it was the woman's mother's birthday, and she loved the style and she bought the set, and I sent it to her mother with a card, made out from her and her partner. And that's another thing that you want to think about, how you can serve your clients better, like doing that, gift wrapping things and adding a card from the person ordered and things like that, but that's another conversation. But when I let go of the label of like, this is Christophrase and this is what it does, and it's like, okay, great. Okay, great. All right. So this is where you kind of get into like, what do you truly do for people? What is your impact? Okay. How are you going to make their life easier or better? And sometimes it's both. Most of the times it's both. We like to think that when our life is easier, our life is better. Um, so letting go of the I'm a yoga instructor or I'm a such and such consultant, what does that do for your client? How is it going to make their life better? For me, as a business intuitive, I have this extensive marketing background. Every marketing, every business class I could in college. I've also taken tons of courses throughout the past 20 years, but I'm also an intuitive. Okay. I'm a psychic, I'm a medium, and a tarot reader, and I can cut through the noise. Okay. I can cut through the noise of like, who's my target market? What's my message? Where should I market myself? All that stuff for you. Instead of you having to figure it out. And I love how I was on a call yesterday and this woman was like, I just feel like I'm throwing spaghetti on the wall. I'm like, yes, been there, done that. I help you stop throwing spaghetti at the wall. And not in a like, you need to figure it out, but I help you figure it out because I always find that my clients are already doing what they need to do. They just need to shift their focus and they need to do more of it. Okay. You need to do more of it. I had this woman that I had conversation with. She wasn't even a client, a conversation with, and she sold makeup. She was a consultant, and I just felt like something was off. Okay. And she always led with, I'm a consultant with such and such company. And, I had a conversation with her. I'm like, okay, but what? So don't lead with that. Okay. I can tell you that my skincare person, had I known that she worked for that company, I never would have set up a session with her because I had a bad experience with this company. And when she did tell me what it was, I was like, she's like, no, they've redone their line. I want you to give it a try. Okay. And because we had already had some conversation, I was open to giving it a try. And she was right. I needed to come back to it. But sometimes it's like people get like, I don't use that product or I don't use that service. But when you lead with the impact that you're going to make, it's different. Okay. But just to give you an example of what I do. So I had a feeling that something was off. So I had a conversation with her and it turns out she's like, I feel that putting makeup on people is gross. Okay. She doesn't like to put it on people. And I was like, okay, well, why don't you sell to makeup artists? Because they are going to want to sample it themselves. Right. And you don't have to put it on them. They already know how to apply makeup. And just an easier way to, an easier clientele, right? And she was like, 4 out of my 11 consultants are already makeup artists. I'm like, see, you're already doing it. Shift your focus. Stop selling to the end consumer and start selling to makeup artists. And then when you shift your focus, when you figure out what that target is and who your ideal client is, because it's in alignment with who you are. I could have given her a bunch of exercises and been like, oh, well, you just have to do it more. And no, if that's your stop, a lot of people are like, oh, you need to get over that. No, this is who you are. Stop trying to get over who you are and be who you are. If that doesn't feel right, if putting the makeup on other people doesn't feel right to you, don't do it. There are other target markets. It doesn't mean you have to leave the field. Maybe it is time for you to look at that and be like, well, is this what I really want to do? She was like, yes, this is what I want to do. So it's like, okay, makeup artist. Fast forward a couple months later, she went from 11 consultants to 33 consultants and quadrupled her income just by focusing on makeup artists. And here's what it does when you hone in on that sweet spot, all right, whether it's, putting content out there or how to your offer, your product or service, your message, any part of the business aspect of it. When you find that sweet spot, that thing that feels right to you, where you're being yourself and you're doing business your way, it opens up this whole avenue. Because she's like, okay, makeup artist. And I'm like, yeah, beauty salons, wedding planners, probably know tons of makeup artists that you can connect with, spas, right? I mean, you can. I mean, another one that I didn't even think of, and I only just thought of it because one of my daughter's friends, this is what she wants to do. Mortuaries, funeral homes, they do makeup. They have a makeup artist that gets the person, the person ready for viewing at their funeral service. Yeah. Talk about, it opens up a whole world when you focus on the right thing. Okay. And it's the same thing with your label. Stop leading with your label. Okay. You're not just a yoga teacher. I have a yoga teacher that I love, and it's not, I don't go for the yoga. I could go anywhere for the yoga. It's the tea afterwards that got me. It's this little ritual that she does where she reads something or she pulls an oracle card or there's some sort of message. It's going, and every single posture that we do is like, yes, that's the part of my body that's tight. That's the part of my body that is screaming for some attention. Okay? That's her gift. She's not a yoga teacher. Yes, she does yoga. That's part of her modality. Don't lead with the modality. Don't lead with the company that you work for. Don't lead with the product that you sell. Lead with the impact that you make. Okay? So for me, and I've said this many ways, and and here's the thing. Sometimes I get frustrated because it's like, okay, I know what I'm saying. Do other people know what I'm saying? But this is what I discovered is the more times you say it, the more ways you write it down, the more that you will figure out what it is that you do. That elevator pitch. I help blank with this problem. I help these sort of people with this sort of problem so they can do this. Okay? So, I help overwhelmed and frustrated entrepreneurs to streamline their business and make it their own so that they can create more impact, more income, and have more time. And I'm sure as I keep saying it, it'll sound more flowy, okay? But that's what I do. It's like when you connect those dots, your target market, your message, your product, or your impact, right? Your target market, your impact, your model, how you're going to put yourself out there. Are you going to write blog posts? Are you going to do video? As you put those dots together and they make this beautiful constellation that is your business. This is how you do business. I'm not about, funnels are the rage today or webinars. Oh, the business tool of the day is the webinar. Ding, 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 ding. Everybody needs a webinar. No, I don't do that. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I'm just saying that for me, it's about figuring out what is the best for you. What is the most easiest and natural thing for you? There are times to move out of our comfort zone, and then there are times to embrace who we truly are and how we communicate. Okay? What feels smooth and natural, not awkward. Okay? If for you video is awkward, that's not the modality for you to focus on right now. And I'm not saying that it's not something that you should learn or get more comfortable with, but if you want to create income and impact right now, you need to go with what's easy. So if that's writing a blog post, then do that. Okay? If that's networking, then do that. Okay? And even these terms that we use, don't get attached to that. You know what I mean? Having a little chat over Facebook Messenger is networking. It's not about just going into a big room. It's sometimes you connect on another class that you're taking. You're taking, I'm taking Kabbalah 1 right now. And if I feel like I connect with someone, it's sending them a private message and saying, hey, I really like what you said. Can we connect on Facebook or can we have a chat? And not with the intention of selling them or all that stuff, but there's a connection there and you don't know where it's going to lead. Okay. If you want to stand out and have your business be successful, because that's how you're going to be successful, is if you stand out. If people are like, there's a million people helping people with their business, but I want Alpita because she just gets right to it. She knows exactly why I'm struggling. She knows exactly what are the thoughts and feelings that I'm having that are keeping me from doing the thing that I really want. And she knows how to break through that. She knows how to connect the dots for me so that I have this blueprint that I just follow. Okay. I do this. These are the services and products I put out there. This is how I put them out there. These are my offers. This is my price point. All the back end of the business. Alpita does that for me. I don't have to sit there and do 3 million worksheets. She helps me just get focused. That's what you want, right? And don't get me wrong. I'm not saying workshops aren't helpful. I'm not saying courses aren't helpful. They are. But when you work with someone one-on-one who can just like literally get to the core of stuff, Shifts happen that fast. Okay. It's so funny because my history teacher in the 8th grade, um, he used to say, you can pay me now or you can pay me later. Okay. And it was a quote from someone in history. I believe it was from I think it was Captain Cook from the Roanoke Island. I'm pretty sure that's who it was. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. And what I mean by that is that you can spend your time doing free courses and books and DIY courses and programs that are like, you go through a series of exercises to figure out your avatar. You figure out, your message. You figure out how your marketing, your business plan, your pricing and stuff like that. And that takes time and money on the front end. All right. And it'll take you longer to get to that place where you're actually making more money than you're spending to figure out how to make money. Or you can work with someone like me who we get to it. In 90 days or less, I can get you on track and making money and just like, exactly who your target market is. You know exactly what your message is. You know what your products and services are. You know how to put them out in the world. They're priced at the sweet spot. So people are just like, shut up and take my money. All right. And you know how to handle the back end. All right. Whether you're outsourcing stuff, whether you have your own money tracking system, all the back end stuff. We talk about that. Okay. I don't do it for you, but I help you just see that you're already doing some of it yourself. You already know what to do. It's just like, oh, but everybody's doing webinars now. So who cares? Okay. Yeah. So don't get attached to the labels. Okay. Lead with impact. Okay. People want to know what you can do for them. All right. For me, my impact is I help you create income and impact. Okay. I help you really change the world with what your gifts are and make a hell of a fucking lot of money so that you can live the lifestyle that you want. All right. And I help you make it in a way that is super simple and easy and just who you are. It's just like breathing air. It's just like your marketing becomes just like brushing your teeth. You know how to do it. You know you're getting results and it's easy. Okay. That's what I can do for you. That's my impact. All right. And of course, that's how I make my income. By helping you find easier ways to do things that just are like, oh my God, I love doing these videos. I do. I love doing these videos. You see, we're 18 minutes here and I could talk for another hour if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. When you find those pieces, when I help you find those pieces, the ideal client, the products and services that are best for your business, your message, what is it you do in the world? What is your impact, right? And all the other components, it becomes easy. Business is not difficult. It's not like, oh, I got to go do some marketing. I got to check off my marketing box for today. No, it's not like that. It's like, oh my God, it's time for me to do my video. Kids, be quiet. I'm doing my video. I love doing these videos, right? That's how you want to feel in your business. Business does not have to be hard work. That is bullshit. That is old school patriarchy crap that is designed to keep people working a job and making money for other people. Okay. If the fat cats told you that having a business could be easy, all right, then everybody would do it. I mean, everybody's doing it anyway, but I mean, everybody would do it. They don't want you to know that. But when you have the right pieces, you're doing things the way that is just truly in alignment with who you are, and it's so natural for you, business is easy. You can do the business end of it and then get to the zone of genius. You can get to doing what you want to do. Okay. All right, guys, have a great day and I will catch you next time. Oh, and if you like this video, press the like button, subscribe, and share it with your friends. If you know business owners out there that are struggling right now, that are like, oh, I thought that was my target market, but they're not responding, or, I'm keep putting my message out there and it makes sense to me, but people don't get it, and send them my way. All right. Send them to visionsofhope13@gmail.com or have them watch one of my videos. And hopefully that will give them the clarity that they need. Otherwise, they can work with me privately. I do 3 and 6 month programs and it's one-on-one. I will literally help you find or see, actually, it's not even find, see that you're already doing it and show you how to do it more. Do more of the things that are actually working for you, that are in alignment with who you are and how you want to live your life and how you want to run your business and make impact and money. All right, guys, have a great day.